Now, I knew the Liver King was acting crazy, but never did I think that he was going to be arrested. And I know that might be shocking to some of you that have been following this whole scenario with Liver King constantly calling out Joe Rogan. But like I said, I was super surprised that he was actually arrested for the things that he was saying to Joe Rogan on the interwebs, which is insane because I don't know if you guys saw that other case. It was like some YouTubers beefing, and then one showed up in Las Vegas and unalived the other one and his wife. And now I see why the police are taking this so serious, because that was not too long ago, maybe like a month or two ago. So his ramblings, Liver King's ramblings and everything against Joe Rogan, although he's a celebrity, I see why they thought it was necessary to go ahead and arrest him or have this criminal case put against him in order to make sure that some Today, we are going to be going over the whole arrest affidavit for the warrant to arrest the Liver King. And we are going to be looking at some of the videos that he posted, which led the police to believe that he was given terroristic threats. We're going to see if Joe Rogan is actually afraid of him. And we're going to go through a motion of Liver King essentially continuing to call Joe Rogan out. So we got a wild ride ahead of us. Y'all definitely let me know if you are watching on the live stream what you think about the case so far, and whether you think that the police or the government has a case against the Liver King. Now, he is facing a misdemeanor, so that's less than a year, but either way it goes, he's facing that misdemeanor. So anyways, let's go ahead and have Bossy B bring us in so we can jump right into the affidavit of the arrest warrant, so we can see what the police have a problem with him for and why all of this came about. And like I said on the live stream, definitely let me know what y'all think, and if you guys have been following this case, and if you're on the replay, again, just drop in the comments what you think and what you think of, or what have you seen the case and what you think of the case. And if you are on the video at all, make sure you guys are hitting the like button and subscribe if you like covering cases like this. So where's Bossy B? All right, y'all. So I didn't check my audio for the Instagram videos that he posted, and they wouldn't allow me to download all of them. So we're just going to watch them on Instagram. And so once we get to that part, y'all definitely let me know whether you'll be able, or whether you can hear the audio or not. So let's jump right into this arrest warrant. So where are we at? I need to go up here and you guys can see the document now. So we are in the state of Texas, and we are going against Brian Johnson, also known as the Liver King on social media. And we are in the Austin City Municipal Court in the city of Austin, again, Municipal Court. I don't know why they put that so many times on their document, but they did, okay? It's saying unofficial, but I got it directly from their website, so I don't know why it says unofficial, y'all, but just let's go with it. This is the affidavit and application for the arrest warrant for Brian Johnson, also known as the Liver King, the undersigned affiant who, after being duly sworn by me on oath, makes the following statements. I have reason to believe and do believe that Brian Johnson, they blacked out his date of birth, did then and there on or about June 24, 2025, at the address below, commit the following offense. And I believe that was the hotel that he was staying at, and he recorded the video. So that's why they have that address there. We're talking about terroristic threats, a Class B misdemeanor. Since it's a misdemeanor, I know we probably want this guy to get off the internet. With it being a misdemeanor, if he goes to jail, it's not going to be a very long time. He's probably facing up to a year, because if it was a felony, it would be more than a year. So he's not going to face much time. And I don't know if this arrest or this threat of arrest is actually phasing this guy, because he is literally still posting because he's out on bail. Sorry to spoil it for those that didn't know, but he is out on bail and he's still posting videos. I haven't had time to go through all his videos, or not all of them, but a decent amount of his videos to figure out if he's still talking about Joe Rogan. But he is still saying some crazy stuff on the internet. So let's keep going here. Your affiant is Detective James Eagleholes. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but who is employed as a commissioned peace officer by the City of Austin Police Department for over 14 years and holds a Master Peace Officer certification. Your affiant is currently assigned to the Investigation 1 Homicide Unit and has been involved in hundreds of investigations involving violent crimes. The following information is based on the credible facts and statements contained in Austin Police Department Incident Report 25, all those numbers behind it. I didn't pull the actual police report. Kimmy, I know you're not at home, but do you know where the police report is? Because I did not grab that and I completely forgot to. But anyways, let's keep going. On June 24, 2025, at approximately 9:30 a.m., your affiant was contacted by Philip Forbes, who is the owner of an executive protection company that provides physical security for high-profile and high-net-worth clients, one of whom is Joe Rogan. Philip informed your affiant that he had been made aware of several recent social media videos that were posted on Instagram by a subject identified as Brian Johnson. Let's see. Brian Johnson is also identified as a famous social media influencer who goes by the name Liver King. Philip went on to explain that the videos posted by Brian Johnson contained numerous threats made to Joe Rogan. The threats were then escalated by Brian Johnson posting videos documenting that he had traveled to Austin and was currently in town to fight Joe Rogan. Due to the escalation of Brian Johnson's actions, Philip made a request for law enforcement to take proactive measures prior to Brian Johnson causing any harm to Joe Rogan or his family. Now, I don't watch Joe Rogan. I hear he says pretty controversial in him about his show, but nonetheless, I am showing that I'm frozen, but it looks like I'm back now. Nonetheless, he still, even if he is a bad person online, I don't know if he is all the way, you shouldn't have to deal with someone just kind of constantly coming after you on social media, especially in the way that he does it. And like I said, we're going to look at the videos and you guys are going to see what Joe Rogan is seeing. And this has been going on for months, if not years, right, of him coming after him. So let's keep going with the warrant. They identified the account. When affiant reviewed the recent videos, Brian Johnson posted on his Instagram account, your affiant observed a number of recent videos where Brian Johnson was going on long rants and that didn't appear to make much sense to your affiant. Based on your affiant's years of training and experience, your affiant knows that behavior such as that can indicate some sort of mental health episode, indicating that Brian Johnson could be a danger to himself or others. And it does seem like his fans are also thinking he's going through something. But again, it still doesn't give him the right to act in this way. On June 23rd, 2025, Brian Johnson posted a video of himself standing shirtless, wearing sweatpants, a fox headdress on his head while holding two firearms that appear to be gold-plated AR-15 short barrel rifles. The video starts with Brian Johnson holding both firearms saying, Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out, man. I'm calling you out man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Now, did I download that one? I don't think I actually got that video. I saw it earlier, but I don't think I actually downloaded that one or copied the link to that one. There was another video where he said about the man-to-man. Dang it. I think I messed up, y'all. I did not grab that particular video, but if we have time on, let me see if I can find it, because I don't want to, leave y'all without the actual video, but also I didn't have time to block it out and he is shirtless and I don't want to show a shirtless man, on my on my live stream. So maybe we'll just listen to it. Let me see if I can find it though. Let me grab this video right here because we are going to look at this one. And am I on his page? Let's see if I can find the gun one. And I think I might be able to find it, y'all, but I just don't remember how far back it is. That was one of the arrest videos. So we might be getting closer. Here it is. Found it. Okay, that's what we like. I'm not going to show the video, y'all, because like I said, he is shirtless and I'm not trying to show that on the live stream. So let's take a listen to this first video that he made.
You should dismantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you.
Can y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all were able to hear that. I'm going to turn it up a little bit too. So far. Let me know in the chat if you guys were able to hear the video. And I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just going to do the volume of it because he's naked. Okay. He is naked there. Okay. And Kimmy's letting me know that she could hear it. Or not naked, but he is shirtless, and I really don't want to show that on my live stream. If I remembered this video, I meant to block out his muscles. That's what you want to call it. So let's go ahead and listen to the video calling out Joe Rogan. Basically, the first, not the first warning, but one of the warnings that he was coming into town and he was ready for a man-to-man battle. So let's go ahead and have that going.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liberty. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. Whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it. I weighed 190 this morning. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready to go. I want a vibration for the fight. That's what I'm saying. Hold on.
I think I'm gonna let that go. So as you can hear, he has some interesting music playing in the background. He's telling Joe Rogan, he's calling him out man to man, something about having a black belt in jiu-jitsu and you should be able to dismantle me. And he has these little gold guns in his hand. And actually, I may be able to put something to kind of block it. And then let's see if we want to just do this little my HP thing, just so y'all can kind of see what he had going on. Oh gosh, what am I doing here? Actually, I up the thumbnail, so let me actually pull that up. Okay, so here we have the thumbnail. I might not be able to block it, y'all, because I can't change the size of this window. Well, let me pull this down a little bit. And then click on this, and then click on that, and then click on this. Well, I feel like you can't see the guns regardless. So let me do this and show y'all kind of what this guy is looking at like on the screen. So you can see here he has on this wolf hat. He's talking. That's one of the guns that the affidavit is talking about down here. Sorry, y'all, I can't show everything. I'm not trying to show this man shirtless. So here we go. And then he has another one in his hand right now, basically calling Joe Rogan out for a battle. So this is what the police is seeing and saying, okay, I don't know if this man is literally in his right mind. And y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this, because I didn't know that when I saw about this case, or I heard about this case, I didn't think it was all of this. And so he's just like kind of dancing to this music. Like I said, the little strange music that he had going on in the background. And that's what he decided he was going to do today. Yeah. So as you guys saw, he started like raising his hand over his head to basically show he's ready. I don't know. I'm very confused. Anyways, so let's keep going in the affidavit. Let me go ahead and close that one and finish up. What else did the police see in determining that they were going to file this motion against him? So continuing on, Brian Johnson then posted another video a short time later, which captured Brian Johnson walking through his residence and carrying a black box, which contained an image of the Joe Rogan Experience symbol on the top of the box. Brian Johnson was also carrying a medieval type axe on top of the JRE box. During the video, Brian Johnson is secretive about what is in the box, but talks about the contents of the box by saying, "You can't buy this type of stuff. There are serial numbers, not replicable, not reproducible kind of stuff. Presence like that, Joe Rogan. That's how we do in Texas." Brian Johnson continued to say that it's Monday at 8 o'clock and he is getting ready to travel to Austin to pick a fight with Joe Rogan because he has real tension, real beef. He has, because of the real tension, real beef he has with Joe Rogan. Now, what the internet is saying is that this is like a one-sided beef just between, what do you call it? The Liver King, Joe Rogan's not really addressing him. And again, I don't know. This case is really new to me. So y'all definitely let me know if he is making comments back to Joe Rogan. So let's go ahead and look at the serial number video. And this one is a little smaller.
The serial numbers.
Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up for us. Okay, let me actually share the screen. That would be helpful. And then now I can pull it. Oh, no.
The serial numbers, not replicatable, not reproducible kind of stuff. Presents like that, Joe Rogan, that's how we do it in Texas, you know? That's real, man, kind of stuff. We're coming to Austin. We're about to leave. Aren't we, boy? Yeah. It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock-ish. And we're coming. It's still happening. And if it could help me end it, well, actually, it won't ever end now. We're just so deep into it that it will only build, and actually will never go away. I actually have something to fight for. Come on, boy. Something to fight for. Okay, you can have it. Yeah. And so we'll see you soon. Real tension I have with you. Real fucking beef. Yeah. Real beef. It's a real fight.
Real beef.
And there comes bearing a. See if I can. You want to see just a little. I might watch that. Oh, I don't want. I wish if I can live stream, that's what we'll do from now on. We're getting in the family cars now, unraveling ourselves as we just kind of swallow up. Oh, I need to bring the vibration plate. We're going to be here for a while in Austin, and so, but we're leaving right now. Sunday, 8:30ish. Family car. My boys, my queen, our dogs. We come bearing gifts. Gifts for those that deserve it. See you here in a minute. That's how we're doing in Texas. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Oh, you forgot? Oh, you thought I was coming to you. Oh, I am coming to you. And I weigh 177.
He just said he weighed 190.
177. The fake scale, 192.
Okay.
Joe Cohen, he's my high priest. Exquisite scientist, biochemist. He's optimized me in a way that I can be articulate enough to dismantle another man, but I wouldn't want to unless I had to, unless he might threaten my family. Fights we can pick in many ways, physically, mentally, but we should be merciful. Welcome to Texas. Savages, we are. You ever heard of the Alamo?
I don't know how long this video is.
Texas. Yeah. That's who's coming. And that's a kind of friendship too. That's afterwards. If we're gonna do something good and true. Oh fuck, I get lost in my own shit. Okay. Adam, what time is it? What time? It's about 8:30ish? 8:31. Oh, I was on this. Where are we going, Adam? Austin, Texas. And who's Liver King picking a fight with?
Joe Rogan.
Everybody knows. Whoa.
And people
Yeah, boy.
him.
Ooh, we might be hearing that a bunch. It goes like this. It goes fist bump pound, lock it down. The name had never mattered to begin with. Liver King. Liver is king. It was always the message. Woo! What if it was never really about the ego? What if 4D chess? I wasn't doing it. I can't take any credit.
I didn't even know you can make this long of a video on Instagram.
It's king time. Liver King. Liver is king. Liver is king. That's kind of the message, the ancestral way. It's pretty dope. Welcome to Texas. Here we come. My bicep's about to get torn off because, oh shit, I gotta go. Okay, this is what I'm coming to. My beautiful queen. Say hi, my beautiful queen. Say hi. Just say hi. Oh, that's all you get. And
these people are really supporting him going to do it.
She wants one more time. Say hi. Hi. Yeah, okay. Joe, what's your wife's name? My wife's name is Bojana. She's from Poland. I'm Polish. Those are my roots. We're Polish. This Polish family, Texas proud.
I'm glad he
Eagle
is
strong, bisexual.
introducing
I'm Polish.
himself.
I gotta go. I'll see you in Austin. What day is it? What day is it? Monday. It's Joe Rogan, you come first, versus Liver King Day. And you know what will happen next month? Anybody know? It's July, right? The 4th of July. You guys know what happens on the 4th? That's when my grandma was born. Francis Fields, we honor you. Freedom. Freedom to exercise a fucking right to boycott Netflix. Fuck you for allowing anyone to do destruction bad. I still won't unsubscribe to you because I like the
was about to end the video.
But from guys, every year we boycott Netflix for July. No big deal.
Just for July, but you can watch them at any other time.
They're awesome. But you allowed this to happen. Shame on you. Consequences happen. That's what's going on in July. Today is this day. We're coming friendly. We have gifts. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. My wife's name is Bojana Pachaplik. She's the queen to a man who earns his title. He's a king, but it was never this guy. The real king is King Time, KYNG2Y.
I'll stop him on that note because he's still going, and I don't want to be here all night he's still going. Oh, can y'all still hear it? Or no, you guys shouldn't be able to hear it anymore because I muted it. Anyways, we're going to make him go away. Okay, so he finally stopped. It was almost over, but I couldn't sit through any more of that. So sorry for cutting it off on y'all. But that was the second video that the cop thought was relevant in deciding to come after him for basically what he's going against Joe Rogan for. He has real tension, real beef with Joe Rogan, but like I said, apparently it's one-sided. So let's keep going. At approximately 12 a.m. on June 24, 2025, Brian Johnson then posted another video which captured him in front of the driveway of a hotel in Austin, Texas, which Affian identified as the Four Seasons Hotel located at that address. Brian Johnson appears to have just arrived in Texas and starts the video by saying, "Just pulled up to the capital of Texas. Guess what? You're dead. You're dead. You're dead." I don't know if I can say dead that many times on YouTube, but here we are. So let's see this one. I think I have that video pulled up too. So let me see. Yep, I do got it. So let's go ahead and actually share this. Oh, we are already sharing the screen. So that is good. Let's click over there. Let's click over here. Let's click on that one.
Just pulling up to the capital of Texas. What's the capital of Texas? Houston. It's Houston.
In Houston.
Guess what? You're dead, bitch. You're dead. Because
What's that? This guy's getting arrested.
Welcome to Texas. We just got here. And I'm just going to make this a quick one because I'm going to honor my family. I'm going to record a lot this week. And then I'm going to stop recording afterwards. We're here. Boys, go ahead and sit down. Sit. Thank you for doing so good.
We've gotten so fast.
Yeah, you're my best friend. This is Mace. Joe Rogan, I'd like for you to meet Doberman 1. This is Axe. You've already met him, but maybe you weren't paying attention. I'd like for my family to meet your family.
One thing he's going to do is introduce Joe Rogan to his family.
My door's right over here. Her name is Bojana. My boys' name is Striker, Ryan, and Zach. And these are my dogs. And I'm here to share my family with your family.
He's very nice.
Right after. Before and after. We'll bookend it with love, but we'll make a mosh pit in the middle. We'll tear each other apart. I haven't slept. I've been waiting to get here. Now we're here. The name doesn't message. Okay, boys. King time. Just pulling up to.
All right. So that was him arriving. He cussed him out and told him he was dead. And then he introduced him to his family and his dogs. So there's that. there's that. Okay. Let's keep going. Why else the police? Like, do we need any more information about why the police is going after him? And they did it quickly. Remember, they said the first video was on the 23rd. The next video was on the 24th, like early in the morning. And then they arrested him like that same evening. So they moved quickly with this arrest warrant affidavit to get into him, to arresting him, to getting him booked. They moved very, very quickly. And like I said, now he's out and about again. So let's keep going. So he's there at 12 a.m. During the course of this investigation, the whole one day or a couple of hours, not even one day, it was found that Brian Johnson lives in Willis, Texas, which is approximately 3 hours away from Austin. At approximately 1 a.m., Brian Johnson posted another video of himself inside of his hotel room. During this video, Brian Johnson highlights that he brought the above described black box with a JRE symbol on it with him to Austin. The video then continues about the loss of a friend named Jim Riggs and Brian Johnson's love for him. So again, he's kind of rambling off about stuff that doesn't really have to do with what he has going on or his one-sided beef with Joe Rogan. At approximately 2 a.m., Brian Johnson posted 3 more videos where he continues to rant without any clear message. During one of these videos, Brian Johnson says he is here all week, Rogan versus Liver King. I'm going to record a lot of videos, then I'm going to record for a long time. Your affiant further observed that some of the comments in the post showed a level of concern for his online followers, with comments like, bro, call emergency. They will help you get a solid sleep. You need it. Brian, you are losing your mind. After review of said videos, your affiant made contact with Joe Rogan. During this conversation, Joe Rogan said that during the conversation, Joe Rogan said that he was made aware of the threats by his security team. Joe Rogan interpreted Brian Johnson's actions and statements as threatening, resulting in him filing a police report. Joe Rogan said he has never had any sort of contact with Brian Johnson and is unaware why Brian Johnson would be targeting him. Joe Rogan went on to say that he has been told that Brian Johnson has a significant drug issue, and from what Joe Rogan has observed from Brian Johnson's recent Instagram post, he feels that Brian Johnson appears to be significantly unstable and seems like he needs help. So it sounds like Joe Rogan is a little bit concerned about him, right? The affiant found Brian Johnson committed the act of terroristic threats towards Joe Rogan when he posted multiple videos on Instagram saying that he had planned to come to Austin to fight Joe Rogan, then drove from Willis, Texas to Austin, Texas. And when he arrived in Austin, Texas, he said, "You're dead. You're dead. You're dead." Based on the totality of the circumstances, this act has fulfilled the required elements to be in violation of the Texas Penal Code 22.07, the offense of terroristic threats against the peace and dignity of the great state of Texas. Now, one thing that I do find interesting about this is that he still has his videos up. Like, they are claiming that you're doing all of these bad things and these are the bad videos that you posted online. And instead of saying, you know what, I'm sorry, let me take them down, they're just up and about for everybody to see, for everyone to review and judge and everything. So it doesn't seem like he is going to back down from this fight. Now, I do have some other videos, but the way he was ranting, I didn't realize how long those videos were. I just kind of watched the beginning of them and didn't really pay attention to it much after that. But yeah, I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? Let me see. He ends up getting arrested. They do have that on video, but I don't know if that's like his own cameraman or what, but they're talking. It sounds like it would be one of the detectives. I'm not going to go through that one because that one I do know is a little bit long. And I do want to get on to the other things in this case. So that was the arrest affidavit. Do you guys think that that was enough for him to be arrested? And mind you, those were just a couple of the videos that we showed. There are more, okay? There are more, and we already seen how long those ones were. So let's jump right into the order of commitment, which is basically kind of the rules that the court is wanting to put into place in order for his arrest and then his release and all of those things. So let's jump right into that. We have an order of commitment to the sheriff of Travis County's Greetings, Brian Michael Johnson, who, having been brought before me on June 25th, 2025 at 4:30 a.m. Dang, why was it so early? Charged with the offense of a Class B misdemeanor terroristic threat. C, is committed to the custody of the sheriff of Travis County, Texas, to be detained unless he complies with the conditions of bond set on this date or any amendment or modification thereof. 1, the defendant is ordered to appear at the courtroom, which apparently he did. Number 2, the defendant is in custody on the above date. The sheriff is hereby ordered to present said defendant in the above court on said appearance date, and at times said charges or accusations are called before the court. His bail is hereby set at $20,000, which a lot of us know that you only have to pay 10% of the bond. So you're really paying like $2,000 for him to get out. Now, do we think that the bail should have been higher? Maybe, because he's still not done making videos, but they set the bail at $20,000. And they are ordering no contact with Joe Rogan, 200 yards stay away from the alleged victim and family members, and the residence, places of business, and no possession of firearms or GPS in jail, and mental health supervision and mental health evaluation within a week from the release. Number 4, the magistrate informed the person of the person's right to request appointment of counsel, asked the person whether the person wants to request appointment of counsel, and the person did not request any attorney. Defendant is not ordered to install a vehicle ignition interlock within 30 days of release on bond. Defendant is not to operate any motor vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with the device. He didn't get ordered that because it's not a DUI, so I'm just going to skip that one. Bond is acceptable if in compliance with the articles of the Texas Code. The undersigned hereby certifies that the defendant has been warned of his rights under the code. Herein fell not but of the order make due to return, showing you have executed some blah, blah, blah. That was a weird way to write a sentence, but they are fancy, okay? And then they ended up changing the order, basically saying that he didn't have to be under mental health supervision, but that he can just be under regular supervision. So he's just on regular probation. I don't remember if they're still going to make him do the mental health evaluation, but in my opinion, they should not drop that issue. Like, I think he does need the mental health evaluation. Y'all definitely let me know if y'all agree with me or y'all think I'm crazy for thinking that he should have a mental health evaluation. Now, that was the arrest affidavit. They arrested him. He went to court. He posted bail. Now he is out and about, and he has his own attorneys that decided they were going to file a motion. Oh, sorry, y'all. I didn't even make myself big again. He has his own attorneys that decided that they were going to file a motion for a speedy trial. Guess who else asked for a speedy trial? Diddy. He got it, and it pretty much made his trial go as beneficial as it could have went for him, because in my opinion, I don't think the government was really ready. Now, what Liver King's objective to getting a speedy trial is may not be to actually disadvantage the government, but maybe just to further call out Joe Rogan. That's my opinion on it. Y'all let me let me know whether y'all think the same thing or what you even think about his motion. So let's jump into it. This is a constitutional and statutory motion for a speedy trial. To the honorable judge of said court comes now the defendant, Brian Johnson, in the above entitled number caused by and through his attorneys of record, Mark Thiessen and Sam Bassett, and requests this honorable court to afford the defendant his constitutional and statutory rights to an immediate and speedy trial, and in support thereof would show the court as follows. First, the complaining witness, Joseph Rogan, needs to legally and officially admit on the record that he is scared of or in fear of serious bodily injury from Brian Johnson, also known as Liver King. He will be referenced as LK further in this document. Without such, the case must be summarily dismissed under the Texas Code. Now, while that is an element, I'm sure it is an element of the crime, sir, we don't need you to say that. I think he wants Joe Rogan to admit that he's afraid of him. And I don't think it has anything to do with the wanting the right to the speedy trial. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Number two, if Rogan does not legally admit that he was scared of or in fear of serious bodily injury from LK, then the threat must have been imminent. LK asked this honorable court to take judicial notice under the Texas rules that Rogan is such a protected public figure that any verbal threat was not immediate or imminent. So, although he's saying even if it wasn't immediate. Dude, you know you threatened that man. You say you're dead. I'm pulling up on you in Austin, Texas, and you're dead. And then you're doing a video with guns, man-to-man battle. But then he also did say jiu-jitsu and black belt. But also he said you should be able to disarm me. So that lets me know you're rolling up with guns. You have whatever is in this secret box, the secret black box, okay? Let's keep going. And lastly, hypothetically, if Liver King could have met Joe Rogan in person, let me see. Rogan allegedly possessed the skills necessary to defend himself. So since you want to talk about you got a black belt, bro, come show us about it. Rogan is known for his multiple black belts and regarded for his mixed martial arts ability. Liver King simply invited him to a mutual combat. Rogan possesses multiple black belts in various martial arts. Hopefully, Rogan can represent his belts and defend his own honor in a physical fight against a man with no formal designation of such. You said you knew jiu-jitsu though. Like, what happened? So, not only is he right in the motion saying I didn't threaten him at all, but I did invite him to a fight, sir. The way you invited him was a little intimidating, don't you think? Don't you think maybe you should have sent an invitation in the mail? But no, he's not saying he's threatening him. He said he invited him to get beat up. Yeah. Does that make anyone else feel better if you were invited to get beat up? I don't think so. I don't think so. Or he figured Joe Rogan's gonna win. Don't know why he wants this fight with him then. Liver King freely admits that he does not possess the martial arts skills level of Rogan and simply wishes to engage in consensual gentleman's combat. So again, claiming he's not threatening him, but still talk about, yeah, I want to fight. Like, let's fight, pull up. Oh my gosh. Defendant demands a speedy trial. There was never a threat. It was never immediate nor realistic. You are still asking him to fight in the motion. What do you mean it's not realistic? And this is pure misabuse of the legal system by a political/social personality, Rogan. Defendant demands that Rogan be brought to the court to validate any allegations. Admit that you scared, bro. From this mutual gentleman's combat, okay? Therefore, the defendant's right to a speedy trial as guaranteed by the Sixth Amendment of the United States has been denied, and the defendant is entitled to an immediate and speedy trial in the above entitled and numbered cause. And you don't have to have your trial on the day that you come to be arraigned, sir. So yes, your right to speedy trial has not been violated. You've now notified the court of your right, and they should do everything that is necessary in order to get you to the speedy trial. Wherefore, premises considered, the defendant respectfully prays that the honorable court will grant this, the defendant's constitutional and statutory motion for speedy trial in all things, or in the alternative, this court schedule this matter for a hearing prior to trial on the merits, and that at such hearing, the motion will be in all things granted. So he wants this kicked out because, in his opinion, he did not threaten Joe Rogan. Y'all let me know whether y'all agree. Was Joe Rogan threatened, or was he simply just invited to a gentleman combat? What do you think? You know, he pulling up in guns and black boxes with serial numbers that can be replicated? I don't know if that's a friendly invitation to a fight. Now, what I can say is he didn't then introduce him to his family and said they can have a love kumbaya before and after the fight. It's an interesting way to threaten someone, but he definitely threatened him in the beginning of the video and then introduced him to his dogs and his wife. He loves telling people his wife's name. That's interesting. So that was the motion to the speedy trial. We have not gotten a decision on that, but he also did file a motion to be able to travel because he is on an ankle monitor. He's on probation. He can't go far, I think, from his house or wherever the location is that they have him at. He can't go far. So he did ask for permission to travel to Mexico to visit his family. And he said it was also a part of his business. And the court did grant that. But we are still waiting on a response for the for his right to the speedy trial. Okay. So with that, I asked the BriHive, what you think? Like I said, I don't know all the things and all the controversies that Joe Rogan has. Okay. But this case is definitely an interesting one, and I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. And this was, and I meant to announce this at the beginning of the stream, but this was scheduled to be a shorter stream, and we are getting close to the end. So definitely, if you have things to say, let us know your thoughts. As y'all might have seen, some people got, or a person got blocked from the comment section. I saw what they were typing before they even finished. I saw what they were typing before they even finished. So they got the boot. Let's see what's going on with the chat. Lola Waterton saying hi, hello, and welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you back. We got Joe W saying hello. Hope everyone is well. Hope you are well as well. Thank you for coming in and welcome back to the live stream. Kimmy Locker, member, moderator, consultant, paralegal, picked this case out for us to cover, which was super entertaining, super interesting. Welcome back saying hello, BriHive. Don't forget to like on your way in and make sure YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you. Yes, because they love to do that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining tonight. We got Kimmy. Okay. She didn't want me to read that one, so I'm not. Kimmy says, so he apparently gave him, oh, you then retyped it, so never mind. He apparently gave himself a coffee enema in his shower during one of the videos. So there's worse things for you to have blocked out. Yeah. It was a lot of weird stuff going on. Like I said, I still have a couple of videos that I pulled that we didn't even watch. So maybe we will take a peek at one more of them and see what's going on. But yeah, it couldn't be me. That's all I'm gonna say is that it couldn't be me. We got V Britannia saying he's just on ankle bracelet, isn't he? Yes, he is. He's on probation too, and he's on he has a ankle monitor so that I think he can't go from his house. Let's see here. We got Cray 420 saying, yeah, they got kicked out. I think that's what you were saying. Too. Got Crystal Harris saying live in the hive. Yes, of course. Welcome in. Cray 420. I forgot to say welcome in. So also welcome in. Don't mess with Texas. Yeah, they got him in a day. Like it was not a long process from the affidavit is titled on the 24th and he was in court on the 25th. Okay, so they had him very quickly. I don't even think he got to explore Austin because he was arrested pretty much immediately. Okay. Kimmy Locker says, eek, I think I accidentally hid V Britannia's when I was trying to get a troll. It should be undone now, but if you see this, I'm sorry. No problem. I don't think you got rid of her comment. I don't think you did. Oh, no, you did get rid of it. And then it came back. Well, at least it didn't get rid of it on StreamYard. Okay. But thank you for trying to save us from the troll. We got Phoenix Baller. Welcome back saying men making threats against women online. Cops shrug. Nothing we can do. Men making threats against celebrity online. Cops protect the talking head. And the thing about it is they did it so quick. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that quick of police intervention happen in my life. Okay. But Joe Rogan called and they got on it. Okay. They got on it. But I definitely understand where you're coming from. It seems like there should be other things that the police pay more attention to. I think the fact that he had the guns in one of the videos maybe made them think that it was something a little bit more serious. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, there was that incident with those other YouTube people that were beefing where the man actually did pull up on him and unalived him and his wife. So maybe they were trying to avoid another situation like that. I don't know if it needed to be that executed that quickly, but we saw the other guy lose his life within less than 24 hours too. Kimmy Locker says, right? It's not funny, but it's laughable how fast they sprung into action, right? Kimmy Lockett says, granted, I do think Liver King's gone off the deep end, but the disparity still wow. And I do think him having the guns and saying he got this unreplicatable thing in a box, I don't even know what he would be referring to there. So, I mean, he was talking weapons. Now, I don't know if those were functional guns because they looked a little weird to me, but also I'm not a gun person, so I don't know probably what a lot of functional guns look like, but it is kind of scary what he was doing, and the constantly coming after that person almost in an obsessive manner, if not in an obsessive manner. It proves to be very dangerous, but I also agree with Phoenix Waller and that the threats against women are also very dangerous, right? And like Liver King said, Joe Rogan has a black belt. He should be able to disarm him. Not funny, but kind of funny. Okay. Phoenix Waller says it just shows where priority are. There is a weird celebrity worship culture, plus ongoing issues of not believing women. Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true. And like I said, with all the eyes on it, they're gonna spring into action more quickly. Not that it's right, but I see why they did it. Kimmy Lockett says, that's certainly a unique Speedy trial motion, if nothing else. Yes, like I was like, you just got arraigned. Like, what do you mean? When was that document filed, actually? I just closed it, but let me pull it up and see when it was actually filed, right to a Speedy trial. It's usually a couple of months that you got to get it done, like not the day you show up to arraignment, sir. So this was from July 7th, and he was arraigned on the 25th. I don't know what their speedy trial dates are, but I don't think it's that fast at all. So that is interesting. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. Yep. And then Kimmy Lockett says, as funny / interesting as the situation is, it's also kind of sad because he's clearly unwell. Hopefully he gets help. I definitely agree with that. There is clearly something going on with him. And I can't believe, like I said, while we were watching the video, I can't believe that he has so many people in his corner supporting him. He had some guy friend that was supporting him. He then drove his kids and his dog out there to support him. And then he got his wife who is supporting him. Now, I don't know if she's just scared to speak up. He's saying she's from Poland, and does she not have a proper immigration status? I don't know. But the way he was acting, she should probably be trying to get him committed in some way. The police clearly seen an issue with it. They were saying that it was mental health related, not calling him a bad person, right? But it does seem to be mental health related. So if that is the case, which I'm thinking that it is, I do hope that he gets the help. So that was what we have for today's live stream, y'all. We are working on some things over on the channel. The cases have been a little bit tough to come by just because everything comes and goes so fast and we only stream once a week. But we will continue with our Thursday live streams for the time being. And if I can add some more days back into this, then we will do that. I am trying to get into the rhythm of actually asking y'all what y'all want to talk about. But sometimes I don't even be knowing what options to give y'all. So that's where we are right now. Thank you everyone for joining us on the live stream and giving us your comments about what you think about this case, what should be done with this case. And if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. It does help us out on the channel. And we're still working on it. We're still working on the channel. So I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will see y'all all on the next live stream. Bye.